So this video review is for Woman of the Year by TV Markinson. If you want to check out my review, I have just posted that. So if you're on YouTube, there's a link in the description below. And if you're on my blog, then the link is within the post. And this is the video review. So Woman of the Year by TV Markinson. What a great title. This was a whole year of what I'm going to call Lizzie ticks. Lizzie is just having a life-changing year. So she's sharing her experience and her learned wisdom from that year with us. And her life is once again changing in ways that are helping her to grow even further as this amazing person that she already is. How do I know this? I already know Lizzie. I loved this, and I love the Woman Lost series, of which this is book 12. All of the Lizzie books, I call them the Lizzie books, but the Woman Lost series, all of the books, they work perfectly as a standalone. TV always gives you enough to understand who's who, what you need to know, and bring you up to speed very, very quickly. But to really learn how much Lizzie has and continues to grow in this story, you definitely benefit from reading the rest of the series, and I highly recommend them. I absolutely love them. But if you haven't, like I say, you really, really should. You can read this. It's a standalone story, and you could, if you're starting your Lizzie journey here, you're very lucky. It's a great, great story. Lizzie's definitely earned the title of Woman of the Year. I think she earns it most years, but this time she's really, really grown. Like, this is like monumental steps happening in this one. True to form, it's Lizzie. There was loads of humour. She can't help herself. And her typical Lizzie-isms that definitely make me feel a lot less alone in this world. Lizzie is a very unique character. She is 100% the only person like her in the world, but you can definitely identify with some of her traits and her mannerisms. Everyone is probably a little bit Lizzie somewhere. This time we joined Lizzie on a trip throughout an entire year. Amazing. Whereas is standard for now for Lizzie, she caused drama and chaos by just existing. You don't need to add anything else in these stories. This is what's great, right? They are literally everyday life, and Lizzie is causing drama and chaos the second she gets out of bed, just by getting out of bed and breathing. Lizzie brings endless entertainment. She always has, and she always will. And occasionally her wife Sarah would steal the show for a moment, or another member of Lizzie's family, because they're all very, very eccentric. Very. And this time I just have to give it to the kids. The kids have always been too young in the other stories to really steal the show, other than by being cute. This time they were stealing the comedic genius out from under Lizzie everywhere and anywhere they could, and I was all for it. It was just brilliant. Basically, the kids are mini Lizzies. They have inherited her way and her way of doing things 100%. Each one of them reminds me of her in some way, even though some of them aren't biologically hers. Absolutely loved the kids. And I don't always love kids and things, but yep, Lizzie's kids stealing this whole show. Lizzie had her moments, as she always does, where I was definitely I was laughing my head off and I was having the best time. Lizzie's stories are just brilliant. There's not a lot to say about them because they really are just following Lizzie's everyday life and her causing drama. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. It was a fun read. I adored it. I cannot recommend it enough. Hopefully there'll be more stories from Lizzie. I don't know how many more TV Markinson can come up with, but on the basis that they just follow Lizzie around in everyday scenarios, I'm sure there's hundreds. But I love Lizzie. I love these stories, and I really, really hope you will too. So I'll pop a link in the description so that you can grab a copy of Woman of the Year by TV Markinson, which I really, really hope you will. If you've read Woman of the Year or any of the other Lizzie stories, to be honest, please do share. Please do let us know. Did you love it as much as I did? Do you have the same connection to Lizzie? Would love to know what you thought. And if you haven't read it yet, but you're planning to read it, it's on your read list, or you're super intrigued and thinking, yeah, I really want to read that, then again, please do let us know, because it's always great to find out what you're interested in reading. And if you do read it, I just hope you have a lot of fun, and I hope you really enjoy it. Bye.